Can't you see I'm busy?
What is it?
Greetings, my friend. You cut quite the dashing figure in my old regalia. Another spectacular victory for the Scarlet Judge, eh? I will miss donning the cowl, but it does me good to know that my final adventure helped liberate the people of Suran. Yes, but I do so knowing that the legacy of the Scarlet Judge is in good hands. We Dark Elves are beset on all sides by greed and scheming malice. I fought it all my life, but now it falls to you. Keep up the work, and be the hero Vardenfell needs. Ah, look there. The fruits of your labor.
Stay in line and keep those mouths shut, Switz, or I'll throw you in prison without your clothes.
It's good to see you alive, my friend. Oh, very good.
Indeed. Forgive me for not getting up.
Don't take this as an excuse. You're walking again, or else.
Well? Hold, citizen. Be wary, traveler. Pilgrims have been attacked on these roads. Should you encounter violence, don't hesitate to call on us. We're here to protect you. I hope your confidence is merited. We have our hands full with the Dreg and the Ashlanders, so rescues are in short supply. Captain Artesia Naros is at the canton of Molag Mar. She can tell you more than I. Safe travels.
Tosses and turns, pray it won't wake, and then without warning the ground starts to shake.
If you're passing through, pay attention. I'll say this once. Pilgrims who ignore my warning vanish from the roads by morning. Whether you're from near or far, best keep your arse at Molag Mar. I find it best to put official notice in verse. Helps people remember, and reminds them buoyant armigers aren't ordinators. Nobody wants to talk to them, even other ordinators. Now, if I could get someone to tell me who's attacking these pilgrims. If you're offering. I suspect Ashlanders are behind the disappearances, but I don't have the numbers to chase them off. If you can sneak into their camp near Molag Mar and find me proof of their involvement, I could finally get some reinforcements. Avoid killing the Ashlanders unless they give you no choice. I don't need you starting a blood feud with my forces split. Now, I must be off to hold the heroic line at a deeply fishy mine. Such is the life of a buoyant armiger. As a rule, they don't like us. So when our people start disappearing, not long after an Ashlander tribe set up camp near Molag Mar, I wager it's more than a coincidence. Just a Dreg infestation. We have them contained. They're an untimely distraction, but nothing we can't handle. Once the Dreg finish mating, we'll clear them out while they're still sluggish. Shouldn't be more than a week. Vivek's finest, fleet and fit, besting heretic by sword, an ordinator by wit. Sworn to live a life of noble grace, except to laugh in danger's face. And sometimes we quammer wrangle groups of pilgrims. Warrior poets are quite versatile. Well?
What do you want?
Caught in the act! You have much to answer for! Is this why you sneak through our camp? To desecrate our sacred rites? Do the slaves of the false gods fear us so much they won't even face us themselves? Why are you here, Outlander? Answer truthfully, and I may only hobble you. Always they blame us for their ills. If they seek our deaths, they should just come for them. These ploys and ambushes are the acts of cowards! Four have vanished since we arrived to find your armigers building their garish shrine over our ancestral lands. I suspect they were made prisoners of the false gods. You deny it? Those who worship the Three are devious, but if it's true that they do not seek our destruction, I will not invite it. What will make them leave us be? Your pilgrims are not here. They litter the wild with their weakness. A beast's meal, nothing more. See for yourself. You will find what's left of their camps here, where I have marked your map. I will seek my own answers. When you have seen what I have seen, meet me at the Helan ancestral tomb. My kin remain missing. I will find them regardless of whether you speak truth or lies. The burial ground has been disturbed recently. Once you see that we are innocent, we will learn if the truth lies with the dead. You have investigated the camps. Do you still believe we are to blame? Work of carrion animals, I thought. Now I'm not so sure. When I found the bloody tracks leading to this tomb, I heard wailing within. If one of your pilgrims disturbed the ancestor spirits, perhaps it is their wrath we have witnessed. I will not invade an ancestor tomb. No Ashlander would be welcome in such a place. They are as unclean and treacherous as the three. You may test if the trespass of Outlander feet is of less offense, but I will remain here.
Don't hurt me, please! You weren't followed, were you? The ruddy man hunts us. It lives again. It attacked our camp last night, tore poor Ilva's head off, right in front of me. I ran as fast as I could, and I hid in here. The spawn of Vivek and Molag Bal? The dread hunter wearing the ancient carapace? Have you read nothing of the sermons? It devoured all it saw until Vivek cast it down, twice over. But it lives again. You have to believe me. No. When I saw it, I ran and never looked back. Wait. It lunged from the rocks above. The glass mine! We were near the glass mine when it descended on us. Watch for traps. I hoped they'd kill it, not us. I thought I'd never see the sky again. Thank the three. Thank you! Ah! An Ashlander! Run, friend!
In hindsight, the wailing was too pathetic to have been the angry dead. What did your sniveling pilgrim have to say for himself? Only a fool would believe that. The mad gibberings of a scared scrib. We cannot go chasing myths. Did the weakling provide us nothing of value? What you call glass mine, we know as an ancient Drex spawning grounds. The slaves of the false gods have disturbed these beasts. Now we all pay the price. Then we will see where this path takes us. The tracks that brought me here will surely lead us to our quarry. The glass mine is not far. Lead on. There are many tracks here. Look, above! Why does it hesitate? Do we scare you, ruddy man? It flees! It wants no part of prey that can wound it. Was that the creature the pilgrims fear? This ruddy man of legend? It is skulking vermin inflated by the lies of a false god, nothing more. Dreg are not usually cunning, this much is true. Now that it knows we hunt it, this creature may wait us out in its lair. They will not trust the word of an Ashlander, and we know the creature easily eludes them. You must hunt it. You must kill it. Who else, Outlander? The slaves of the false gods will never allow me to trespass their domain, and the task is beyond them. This falls to you, or no one. If this creature is of the Dreg, it may share their weaknesses. I will consult our wise women. They may know something that will aid you in this hunt. Convince the pawns of the three of what you have found. I will meet you at the mine's entrance. It is an invention of the three, a fable of great deeds to serve the vanity of a false god. To see it is to know they speak no truths.
That looks to be the last of them. For now. I was beginning to think the Ashlanders got you as well. Were you able to find evidence that they've been preying on the pilgrims? I can't spare a moment from these Dreg as it is. Is that your idea of a sick joke? We have more sense of humor than the Ordinators, Outlander, but blasphemy is a line you best not cross. The Ruddy Man is an evil dealt with long ago, by Vivek himself. Where did you even get such an idea? One of gods. That's a smell for the ages. So this is what became of Sidra. I hope she gave a good account of herself. Suppose I entertain this theory. What am I supposed to tell the temple? Send Lord Vivek? Then understand this. Whatever you find down there, it isn't the Ruddy Man. Vivek killed the Ruddy Man. There are still miners unaccounted for. Do what you can for anyone still alive down there. Vivek guide you to great glories. What now? An Ashlander? Keep your distance, understand?
Peace, armatures. I must speak with the Outlander, that is all.
If you wish to hear him out, I'll permit it. But don't let your guard down.
The wise women cannot say if your quarry is what you think, but they have shared their knowledge of Dreg with me. They offer a mixture to lure the creature out. Spill this in the Ruddy Man's den, and it will show itself. It works on the Dreg, that is all I can say. Be wary in its lair. If that thing took my kin, that it is more dangerous than it leads on. You have proven yourself capable for an Outlander. Avenge our lost warriors. Trust the wise women's mixture. Dreg crave a dark, dank place from which to snatch unsuspecting prey. Drive them from this safety, and they are no danger to skilled warriors.
thank the three. I thought these wretched creatures would devour me.
I'm alive. I'm alive. Thank you.
Free? You have my thanks, Outlander. That's it then? You've dealt with whatever was attacking our pilgrims? When I accepted your offer of assistance, I didn't expect you to be this thorough. Your bravery in descending into that dreg-infested mine alone and slaying whatever it was that was killing the pilgrims is commendable. The ruddy man from the sermons took the act of a god to fell, so forgive me if I don't seem convinced your beast was him. No one knows where the original carapace came from. Perhaps there were other, lesser objects cut from the same cloth. Not a pleasing thought, but it's an explanation I can accept. We can only hope the world never sees the like of the true ruddy man again. It's gone for now, and we've avoided a feud with the Ashlanders. So let's try to look on the bright side.
Your stench is proof enough of your deeds. Was this ruddy man a worthy foe? You have my respect, Outlander. Our fallen warriors are avenged. Tell your armigers that we will soon depart. May we never cross paths again. Home. The ritual of sacrifice is almost complete, and the Daedra lords you so foolishly ignore will, we hope, spare us their wrath for another decade. We will hope they turn their dire gaze upon Molag Mar before we return again.
Oh, such displeasure and disappointment. Nothing works, even though every calculation is precise. Now an interruption. How infuriating. Wait. Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity. Divine energy. I'll have you know I participated in Lord Sother-Seal's 9 analyses of the Exalted Enigmas. But we have more important matters. I'm about to determine the correlation between color and time, and I could use another set of hands. A reciprocal exchange. Interesting, yes. I can see the benefits of such an arrangement. Very well. Just activate the crystals in the proper sequence while I modulate the energy flow. Less chance of an explosion that way. A good start. Keep going. Correct. So far, so good. Clockwork you are. Close, very close. One more to go. Yes, I love it when the gears align. Perfect! Such are the benefits of an extra set of appendages. The energy flows freely and without disruption, allowing the rods and the pistons to align in a most pleasing manner. Thank you. Now, why do you want to know about divine energy? Scent. How intriguing. I was just thinking about my former master, Sother-Seal, and the experiments we conducted. He desperately sought to understand the power he and his companions attained, especially whether or not that power was temporary. Not while I assisted him. He had a tool that he used to drain away minute bits of his own divine energy to store and study. He could extract it and return it as he saw fit. Not sure what became of the tool, but here are my notes from those days. More questions? Well, Lord Sother-Seal attributed curiosity to intellectual superiority. Suppose I should do the same. Ask, and I will attempt to tighten the cogs of your ongoing education as best I can. Odd question. Is a hammer a weapon? A saw? A Dwemer spring spanner? No, it was just a tool. A device crafted by Sother-Seal to aid in his endless experiments. Suppose I could imagine ways to modify the device, but for what reason? Haven't a clue. Tools have a way of wandering off when you don't stay vigilant. Had a guar that used to swallow tools when I wasn't looking. Glowed for a month until the enchantment dissipated and the tool passed. Should have heard the screams. I was his apprentice, but that was years ago. Spent time working in the Clockwork City. That's what I learned about energy transference, Dwemer engineering, mechanical symmetry. Made me the dark elf I am today. I have a question. Who sent you? The Archcanon, Lord Vivek's High Priest. Suddenly the gears align. I can think of a number of reasons that Alm and V would want to know about C and his tools, but some doors just shouldn't be opened. He's the father of mysteries, and the architect of time, one of the tribunal, the 3 living gods of the Dark Elves. Creates all sorts of helpful and intriguing devices, like the Clockwork City. I haven't seen my old master in many years. It's a wonder and a miracle. All brass tunnels, glass domes, and giant gears. He was inspired by the work of the Dwemer. But the Clockwork City is pure Sother-Seal. He made it to forge the future and reshape the world. I learned a lot there.
Outlander, over here!
This requires a considerable amount of effort, so just listen. We have a problem here. Return to my office immediately.
I could give you...
The Red Mountain.
At fair prices.
Oh, don't.
What?
Merchandise.
At last. Did you see what's happening outside? Red Mountain rumbles louder and more frequently. The sky grows dark, and worst of all, the people are beginning to notice. Soon I'll have to muster the Ordinators to keep them from the palace doors. In part, Lord Vivek is not well. I won't allow his followers to see him in this state. He continues to lose energy, and it's becoming difficult for him to maintain the realm in his usual fashion. Now, what did your investigations uncover? I'll review these documents and present your findings to Lord Vivek. I was against bringing you into this investigation, but I was wrong. Thank you for aiding us. You should go see Lord Vivek now. He's been asking about you. I'll be along shortly. Very well. Tell me what you learned at each of the locations, and let's see what conclusions we can come to. Barrelzal faithfully served Sotha Sil. He's as loyal to the Tribunal as I am. He would never intentionally harm Lord Vivek. But that tool he mentioned... Perhaps one of the priests Vivek sent away could search the temple archives for more information. Lord Vivek doesn't want his followers to see him in such a weakened state. Only you, Canon Levuel, and myself are permitted into his palace now. Speaking of the palace, Lord Vivek wants to see you when we're done here. So your notes say, and this Saren assisted you. Interesting. Most Ashlanders want nothing to do with the Tribunal. Even so, they rarely become aggressive. I'd say this Chodala bears watching. If we can spare it, I'll send an armiger to Aldrin. Interesting theory. Perhaps Chodala's staff can steal Vivek's energy. But I have a hard time imagining how an Ashlander could accomplish such a feat. Lord Vivek said the draining has grown more intense since you left. It doesn't look well. From what you discovered, I dare say there may be a correlation between the narcotic relic and the tool Barrelzal mentioned. And it seems the Ashlander thieves are connected to Chodala. Your evidence points to a clear conclusion. So it appears. Lord Vivek's doing his best not to complain, but I can see how much the draining of his energy has cost him. Just seeing you again should improve his mood considerably. And the progress you made with your investigations, outstanding.
I demand you make way and let me see Lord Vivek.
Lord Vivek isn't receiving visitors today.
My lord, please let me send for aid. Perhaps one of the healers can help you.
Pain is best tolerated in private, as I have written in the 37th ballad.
There must be something I can do.
You can call the Archcanon. He should hear the news our friend brings us. The river drains into the sea as my divinity flows out of me. Needs some work. As you can see, I continue to lose energy, and it has made me somewhat agitated. Have you made any progress toward discovering the source of my discomfort? An Ashlander? That seems unlikely, but I trust your instincts. We need to find out more about this Chodala and the ancient enemy that aids him. Take this. Another token of my appreciation. And look, here comes the Archcanon now.
My lord, the Outlander may have actually discovered something. After further examination of the documents you brought back, I have to agree with your assessment. The Ashlander Chodala has somehow siphoned divine energy away from Lord Vivek. Not exactly. But now that we know that the affliction isn't natural, we can work toward a solution, one that probably involves Chodala's staff. How the Ashlander got his hands on Sothasil's tool and turned it into a weapon is beyond me, though. Eventually, but we need to be cautious. If Chodala is as respected as you say, attacking him would start a war we can't afford to partake in. Go to Aldrin and talk to his sister, Saren. I don't trust her either, but she worked with you before. Get to Aldrin and locate Saren. She needs to tell us more about Chodala and then help us acquire his staff. Without it, we can't restore Vivek. Meanwhile, I need to placate the populace. The people grow concerned over Vivek's continuing isolation. Didn't we cover this? Let me refresh your memory. Lord Vivek suffers stoically as his divine energy drains away. Neither my administrations nor his defenses have been sufficient to plug the hole, so we've isolated him to keep panic to a minimum.
Ah, a fellow outsider. Drelleth Hilaron of House Redoran at your service. Though I doubt I'll be very useful here. This is Ashlander country, and they've made it clear I'm not welcome. It's my fault, really. I made a mess of their customs when I arrived. I'm researching for my family's ancestral tomb, you see. My research led me here, to Aldrin. It's hard to believe, but I think my family may have settled here for a time. When I arrived, I immediately started asking questions. I was overzealous. Unfortunately, yes. I wonder if we might aid each other. Despite my missteps, I do know a great deal about Ashlander culture. I could help you earn their favor. In return, you could find out if they know anything about my family's tomb. First, pay respect to Farseer Quamtar. She walks the Red Path this year, and it's customary to wish her well. Request to take part in the offering to the first Ashkans. Do that, and you should be able to ask their wise woman about the tomb. You'll see a great bonfire in the middle of the camp. She'll be there. Look for the woman with the blindfold. Part of the ritual honoring her ascension from Farseer to Wise Woman. The Wise Women guide the Ashlanders on matters of faith. Even the Ashkans defer to them. The blindfold represents the need to look beyond what the eyes can see. The annual pilgrimage to honor the fall of Scar, the great Emperor Crab. The Ashlanders claim their ancestors united to bring the beast down. They gather here to celebrate the victory and bring offerings to the cairns of the first Ashkans. Fathers of the 4 largest Ashlander tribes. Long ago, they united the Velothi people under one banner to kill Scar. The tribes often quarrel, but during a celebration they greet each other as friends. I wish the houses had such a custom.